Hi everybody, I'm back and today I'm going to be making coddled eggs. This is a really simple recipe and it's one of my favorite kind of weekend brunchy recipes. You know, I love it if somebody makes it for me for breakfast in bed. It's just very, very simple. And I've got some kale here that I've literally just pulled off the stalks and given them a wash. And kind of the first thing is just going to be chopping the onion. You kind of want to have it finer rather than chunkier. I'm only going to use half an onion because I'm not making it for a huge amount of people. So half an onion will be fine, especially with the kale that I have here. Wait. And that just goes into my, wrong one again. That just goes into my frying pan with a little bit of oil, some salt and pepper. Soften that down, and while that's softening, I'm gonna chop up my kale. I'm just gonna kind of roughly chop the kale. The onions are softened, and what I'm gonna do now is add the kale. I'm gonna add it a little bit at a time because even though it looks quite a lot, it will reduce, kind of like spinach and chard in that way. Once it cooks, it kind of breaks down a little and softens. So the kale and the onion is cooked. What I've done is taken it off the heat and I'm just letting it cool for a little bit. In a bowl, I'm going to mix some single cream and grate some cheese. And then once the kale is cooled, I'm going to be adding it to the cream and the cheese mix. So what I've done is I've used maybe 60 mils of cream, and I'm just gonna grate some mature cheddar cheese in like that. I'm gonna put some black pepper and some salt in there as well. And the chard and onion are cool, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add it all to the cream and the cheese mix. Put it in there. And then with a fork, I'm just gonna give it all a really good stir. And the cheese is already starting to melt just a little. And the ramekins, I'm filling them up half full, so there's some space for the mixture to kind of expand a little. So I've just filled the ramekins half full. If you have smaller ramekins, that would be better. Mine are quite big at the moment. So this quantity would definitely, you know, produce a fuller ramekin. And all I'm doing now is just making a little hole in the mixture. And I'm just going to crack an egg into each one of the holes. So it's just really simple. Like that. So just before they go into the oven, just a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt as well. The coddled eggs are ready and they look lovely. Just be careful because they're obviously very hot. But as you can see, like, they've just gone kind of nice and golden around the edge. And that's it, basically. Just serve them up on a cute little plate and breakfast is ready.